Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Dave Chronicles. I have not recorded a video since, oh god, when was the date? February 14th of this year, so today is August 13th, so it has been almost exactly 6 months, half a year. I've not necessarily forgotten about the channel, it's just, I've been busy. It's been busy. So, so today, I want to get right to the point because this is the third time I've recorded this video. The first two times, the first time it was no audio because I didn't realize my audio was off. The second time it was in the wrong format and the wrong size, and so I was like, I've got to re-record it now. This is a this video is very much designated for one thing. I'm going to show off my vinyls. So I've been buying vinyls. I've bought actually 11 vinyls in the past month and a half, I guess. And so I already had quite a few anyways, but I just figured, you know what, I'm going to show these off. So I want to go ahead and get started. So the first ones are 45 RPMs. Some of you might know what those are, some of you might not. I don't know the exact size of them. I just know to call them 45s. So these are 45s. So these are the small ones. The one that's not in the sleeve. The small ones, they have a bigger hole. The record players have a spool that you place over like the pin in the middle, and it'll hold these in place so they can play. There's a switch that makes the record player spin at a different speed, allowing these to be played. Because if you play it on like what you would play on a big record, it sounds really distorted. The sound does on these small ones. So there's a different speed that they have to be played at. But these are mainly singles. This is actually a Beatles single with their Apple label, and as you can see, this is, I'm trying to read it through. I Want to Hold Your Hand. On the other side is I Saw Her Standing There, and these are singles. It's, it's just the one song on each side. This is also another Beatles. You Know My Name and Let It Be. This one actually had the sleeve with it. A friend of mine actually gave these to me. I have some more Beatles. Can't Buy Me Love, Can't Do That. Some more Beatles. Act Naturally, Yesterday. And then we have a bunch of random ones. Like we have some Barbra Streisand, some Bob Seger, random artists that I never even heard of. Like I said, a friend of mine gave me these. I think some of them might have been lost or broke at that. My dog got into these years ago and broke and ate up some of my albums. So I will show you some of the damage. He broke a couple of records along with damaging some actual albums. While the records were alright, but the albums weren't. So we'll go ahead and get on to these. The first one we have coming up is the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. A friend of mine actually gave this to me. He was cleaning out a house and found this. And, yeah, so I've never even listened to this. I've never even watched the movie. No interest in watching the movie, but I've never even listened to this album. So I assume, it looks good. The record looks good. But I assume it's just soundtrack. I don't know. This is some Jim Croce. Is it Croce or Croce? I don't know. Either way, Jim is awesome. I like this album. I've listened to this album a couple different times. It has Time in a Bottle. And this album's just good. My mom actually wanted this album. And I told her no. Because this was my album. I got some more Jim here. As you can see, this is probably where part of my where my dog got a hold of. I have some Eagles here. When I first got this album, the actual album that it goes in the sleeve, dog tore it up. But somehow the record lasted. But I was like, I don't know any of these songs on this album. A friend of mine gave me this album, and I was like, I don't know the songs on these albums. But after listening to it, I was like, I do know some of these songs. I just didn't realize it. But yeah, good album. One of my first albums that I bought, first vinyls. This is Boston. This is their first self-titled album. It has songs like More Than a Feeling, Peace of Mind, Rock and Roll Band, Foreplay, Long Time. This is actually a really good album. I really like this. I've listened to this one several times. Has some pretty awesome artwork on it. That's actually a very famous artwork there. Look at this guy's fro, man. Look at that. That is a crazy fro. Crazy. It's like goes straight into his beard. This was also one of my first albums that I bought. This is Foreigner. And this is Foreigner 1, I think. That's the album, that's what it's called, something like that. But it has songs like Feels Like the First Time, Cold as Ice, Head Knocker, Star Rider, things like that. Dog got a hold of this album, tore up the bottom. The record actually still plays fantastic. One of my favorite albums that I own. This is Elton John, the Red Piano Concert. This was recorded in Vegas. I'm assuming probably early 2000s, something like that. This isn't from like the 70s or 80s or anything like that. But it has a lot of, it's a live album, so it has a lot of his like popular songs on it. Like, I guess that's why they call it The Blues, Answer in the Sky, Tiny Dancer, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Now, this is actually the second vinyl. There's 3 vinyls altogether in this set. The dog tore up they had like a holder for all of them, for all the vinyls. It was like a holder, and then in the holder there were the sleeves, and in the sleeves there were the records. Well, the holder was destroyed. I still have the sleeves, I just don't have the holders, the holder. And so, but I have like Rocket Man, songs like that on the other vinyls. John Cougar Mellencamp, Scarecrow. Things I'll have to say about this album are things like I have never listened to it. I got it for a penny off of eBay. Got some more Elton John. I don't know why it's not in the cover, but it is not. This is actually vinyl 2 that I just read off, so the wrong vinyl's in the other sleeve that I just showed. I have Eddie Money. It's an alright album. I listened to it once. Picked it up for a penny off of eBay. Got some more Jim. I love me some Jim. This here is actually the Marshall Tucker Band. I don't know a lot of songs by the Marshall Tucker Band. This album is actually a decent album, but like I couldn't name you a lot of songs from them. I bought this album simply for one song called Can't You See, which is played on the radio. But you know, overall, this is a decent album. I like them. This is actually my brother's. It was mine. I bought it, and I gave it to him for his birthday. This is Dio, the Holy Diver album, which is a pretty rockin' album, and has songs on it like Rainbow in the Dark and obviously Holy Diver, since that's what it's called. Can you fix that? It should be ready. But it's got some pretty awesome artwork on it. I think this is like the Europe artwork too. I don't think this is like the original US release artwork. It's pretty awesome. One of my favorite albums right here, Fleetwood Mac. Arguably their best album that they released, Rumors. Had a lot of their good music on it. Don't Stop, Go Your Own Way, The Chain, Gold Dust Woman. It's pretty awesome. I bought this one of the first ones I bought, along with like the Boston and the Foreigner album I already showed. Look at this guy right here. He is on something, man. That guy, he's either on something or he's seen something. And Stevie's pretty rocking there too. She's got a hot little body. This album was given to me. This is Kiss. This is a live album. It has some of their more famous songs on it. I love live albums, but this just sucks. This is just horrible. I can't listen to this. And it has a lot to do with the fact that it's Kiss. I just can't do it. This is 10 years after. This has my favorite song in the entire world on it. That's why I bought this. The song is called I'd Love to Change the World. The rest of the songs on here are kind of mediocre, but I'd Love to Change the World is probably my favorite song in the entire world. That's the reason why I bought that album. And I only paid like $2 for the album. This album, when I first started listening to this, I did not really care for the singer or the band. But the more I listen to this vinyl, the more I like it. This is Bruce Springsteen. I'm not a big Bruce fan, but this album is awesome. This is just generally just a good album. Born in the USA has a lot of his good music on it, but it's just like the more I listen to it, the more I like Bruce. I don't know what to say. It's weird. Only know one song by this band, Kansas. Carry On Wayward Son happens to be on this this vinyl here. I have yet to listen to this vinyl. I just got it yesterday, but maybe after listening to it, I will appreciate their music a little bit more. I really do like the album art. It's actually in pretty good condition, minus this little torn up edge there. But yeah. I have a Journey album here. Don't know any of the songs on this album. I know a lot of Journey songs, but I don't know anything from here. Even my mom didn't know any of the songs, and she's a Journey fan too. She likes Journey. Man, these hairstyles though from back in the day. What is this guy wearing? I forget what they're wearing. It's this guy right here in the blue. It's like a silk tuxedo. You probably can't see it in the video, but it's got like little white dots all over it. He's wearing blue tennis shoes with it. I don't know. REO Speedwagon, just a general good band, good music. John Fogerty. This is actually, I've bought this album twice. The first one I gave to my mom several years ago, and then I came across this one, bought it again. John Fogerty is the lead singer for CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival. I used to have 2 of their albums, and one of them I ordered through eBay, and it came in the mail broke. And then the second one, my dog broke. So yeah, but John Fogerty is the man. Steely Dan, the cool, trippy artwork there. Don't know much about Steely Dan other than the fact that they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and their song "Do It Again," which is #1 song on there.
Chevy Chase played for them.
Who?
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase played for Steely Dan.
The original drummer.
I didn't know that he played the drums. I had no idea. This is Three Dog Night. Love me some Three Dog Night. Some people are probably like, what's Three Dog Night? Actually, they got pretty good music. If you've ever seen Shrek 2, the part where Shrek and Fiona come home from their honeymoon and they find Donkey in their house and he's singing, "One is the loneliest number that you'll ever know." That's Three Dog Night. Along with, if you've ever watched Lost, and where they get the van, I think it's this part. If you haven't seen Lost, you might want to skip ahead like 20 seconds. But anyways, where they get the van going, and it starts playing that song from the radio, that's Three Dog Night as well. That's Shambhala. It's not on this album, I don't think. No, it's not on this album. But that's also Three Dog Night. Rat. I only know one song by Rat. Rat is an 80s band. I only know one song. It's called Round and Round. Thanks to Guitar Hero 80s. And it's on this album. So, yes, this is a hair metal band from the 80s. Round and Round actually was like number 50. It was ranked like the number 50th 80s metal song or something like that. Either way, the song's good. I like it. I got me some more Foreigner. This one has Jukebox Hero on it. I paid $4 for this album. And I know some of these other songs too, but Jukebox Hero is the main reason why I bought this one. I have some Scorpions. I don't know a lot of the songs on this album, but I do know Rock You Like a Hurricane. So, I think that's the reason why I bought that. But that's okay. I have this Scorpions album. This is a live album. So like I said, I like live albums. This Scorpion album also has a live version of Rock You Like a Hurricane. Also has No One Like You, which is my favorite Scorpion song. I know it's mainstream, but it is a really good song. I like it. It's very catchy. Has a lot of good songs on here, actually, by the Scorpions. But again, a live album. So let's open that up. Apparently, I can't really see. There, you can see that panoramic kind of view, I guess. It's not panoramic. I don't know what kind of view it's called. But yeah, he is an ugly dude, though. So then we go on to one of my personal favorite bands of all time, Lynyrd Skynyrd. This is their Nothing Fancy album, which is literally nothing fancy on it. Saturday Night Special is the only song I recognize on this album, and I like me some Lynyrd Skynyrd. This has got the most awesome artwork ever. Molly Hatchet, Flirting with Disaster. Only song I know by them, by the way. It's on here. But it's got the most awesome artwork. I mean, that's just ballin'. You kind of see that. Kind of got that shine going on to that sleeve. But yeah, paid $7.50 for that album. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have. I got some more Elton John over there, but it's just part of the original that I showed you earlier. But yeah, anyways, just want to kind of show those off, and don't really have much else for this video here. So I guess I'll let it go. Maybe I'll try to keep up with this channel and actually get some more vlogs going. So yeah.